It's an evil world we live in.
Right? You're supposed to go get a girl. Right? You're supposed to talk to her. You're supposed to go get it. Not be a passive, I'ma hide behind a wall. Well, I have a 10, right?
Yeah.
And if I go out with my friends today, she's gonna leave me.
Then
You gotta
then
accept,
you're screwed.
right? You gotta
Then
accept
you're
yourself
screwed.
that, you know, if it happens, it's okay.
Yeah.
She wasn't meant to be. I'm gonna find myself another one. Now, if you accept that, right? If you know who you are, if you know what you're looking for, you're not gonna change.
Interesting.
See, every relationship you get something out,
Yeah.
right? You break up with a girl for a reason. There's a reason, always a reason.
There's always a reason, yes.
Number one reason why we start dating somebody, for majority of the people, is visual looks. But to break up with a girl, it's not visual looks, because visual looks don't change. You're not long enough with a girl for it to change. What changes is what's underneath, the
Yeah,
values,
that
the
you start to
character,
see.
right? That you start to see, and then you decide, okay, that's not me. You thought you like a girl that talks a lot, but after a week you found out, no, I don't like a girl that talks a lot.
That's a very interesting point, and I like your view on the impact of like relationships on life and so on, and how you should view it, and how you should view those experiences. However, I've seen situations where I've experienced, and I've had friends where we've sat down and spoken about this, where someone would come and be like, I don't know where I was the last 2 years or the last 3 years, because they get lost in whatever situation or circumstance they are in. Yes, they eventually come to realize, oh shit, like, you know, I'm not where I want to be or where I planned to be.
But in a relationship,
But yeah, within the relationship.
but is the relationship terminated, or they're still in a relationship?
terminated?
Terminated.
And then in that particular scenario is where, say, I would have done my follow-up question in saying those experiences, like in my case, I would say what it taught me is to not take my eyes off myself, because you would say I'm a giver. So when I'm in a relationship, I purely focus on the relationship and giving, right? And it got to a point where I took eyes off myself, that when I eventually walked by a mirror, I had to like step back and be like, wait, that's not me, you know? And then I've seen it become more common here, especially because dating is very different here than it is back home.
Yes.
So I've seen a lot
Yes,
I've seen a lot of African guys here shattered, right? After dating some Polish girls and so on. And then they're coming back and they're like, I've lost all my friends, you know, things have happened and so on. And it's impacted them in such a way when they are left sitting there going, And that's a real impact that somewhat contradicts your view in saying you then look at yourself at the end of it and not, let's say, it's not about blame, but more saying I went through this in this relationship and I came out the other side and I've got this to pick out of it.
See, the way I can explain that, maybe a little. See how nowadays we use a telephone, cell phone. We use WhatsApp. We use Messenger to communicate, especially with girls.
Yeah.
Right? The first thing that you do when you like a girl, you walk up to her, you ask her for what? An Instagram,
Yeah.
a Facebook, right? Why?
To check.
To check what she look like, to start a conversation on Facebook, on Instagram, or WhatsApp, right? Because it's
Yeah.
easier. Because see, if we sing like this across with the girl, I ask her a question, how are you? She answers right away, right?
Yeah.
If we start a conversation on Instagram or Messenger or whatever, right? I can type whatever I want. You don't get the feedback.
Very true.
You don't get the feedback, right? So whatever you say, it don't have a direct consequence on you, right? So it gets to the point where you're forgetting how. You see, a man is supposed to be a hunter, right? You're supposed to go get a girl, right? You're supposed to talk to her. You're supposed to go get it. Not be a passive, I'm a hide behind a wall, Instagram messenger kind of person. And even though we riding the same train, right? And you know, I think you're cute, I like you, I'ma step up too. You're looking on Tinder if she's on it, or if she's on it, because you don't want to woke up, because you feel bad if she rejects you, or you don't want to be rejected. How do you know she's gonna reject you? You put yourself, she's out of my league. She's looking at you, she's thinking to herself, I'm out of his league. Who's out of whose league?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't know that. You didn't try, right? When I pick up a girl, I woke up and be like, yo, hi, how you doing? This and this. Can I get your number? A number? Yeah, your number. I'm not gonna talk, you know, right to it. I'm gonna call you. We gonna go on a date.
Meet up, yeah.
Right? We gonna meet up. We gonna sit at the table. We gonna sit, I don't know, at Viswa. We gonna sit, whatever. We gonna talk. We gonna have a conversation. If it click, it click. If it don't click, okay, it don't click. Everything can click on Instagram, on Messenger, right? And then 3 months later, you find out, oh, that's not it.
Yeah, like
Just like this COVID
if
situation.
you can sit on a question for 20 minutes and decide what you're gonna write.
Look at this COVID situation.
Yeah.
People found out that, whoa, I'm married to a wrong person
Hey.
after 5 years of marriage. You know,
Very
because
true.
they walk out the house at 8 o'clock because they go to work. They come back at 18, take a shower, eat, go to sleep. The time spent with a person, you gotta, you know, they say the feelings is something that you gotta grow. You don't get it through Instagram. You don't get it through. You gotta grow it, right? And if you know what you want, and if you know, like that girl is meeting your standards, right? You're gonna want to grow it. You're gonna want to spend quality time with it. It's called quality time for a reason. You know what I mean? So you don't end up 2 months or 3 months down the road like, oh, I don't recognize myself. She changed the whole me.
Yeah.
You know, she don't let you go out with your friends because no, you gotta be with me.
I see.
Babe, it's my time, it's your time, it's our time. It's a balance. You know, you got your friends, I got my friends, we got our friends. You know what I mean? I can't be with you 24/7.
Makes
You know,
sense.
but in order to do that, you gotta understand who you are. You gotta understand your needs. You can't say, oh, I have a 10, right?
Yeah.
And if I go out with my friends today, she's gonna leave me.
Then
You gotta
then
accept,
you're screwed.
right? You gotta
Then
accept
you're
yourself
screwed.
that, you know, if it happens, it's okay.
Yeah.
She wasn't meant to be. I'm gonna find myself another one. Now, if you accept that, right? If you know who you are, if you know what you're looking for, you're not gonna change.
Yeah.
You're not gonna change because you're gonna find yourself, and you're gonna treat a relationship as a partnership, not as somebody superior to somebody.
Yeah.
As an equal partnership.
equal partnership.
Right? And together we form a whole. But you have your friends, I have my friends, we have our friends. You have your time, I have my time, we have our time.
I see.
And that's a good balance. That's a good balance because if it goes, you know, 70% yours, 30% hers,
30%
you're gonna
then it's
change,
off.
right?
Yeah.
If it goes the other way, she's gonna change you. If it goes
Yeah.
up, you're gonna change her.
Then-
And then it's gonna be a situation a year,
That's
half a
a
year down the
mess.
road when you're gonna walk past that mirror, like, oh, I don't recognize myself.
Exactly.
Right? All my friends are gone because I dished them off or whatever, and I don't hang out with them anymore.
Yeah.
That's not healthy. That's not healthy. You gotta, you know, you gotta balance it all out. You gotta balance it all out.
Yeah.